Today we're looking at a topic you wouldn't expect to be so deep. It's all about treating yourself.
Uh-oh. Someone's been shopping.
Well, maybe. But actually, this isn't about breaking the bank.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we've got a stack of sources here that explore how to indulge in a way that actually boosts well-being, confidence, even productivity.
Now that's a treat I can get behind, making those moments work for you, not against you. Right?
Exactly. So one thing that really stood out to me was this idea of getting that long-lasting dopamine rush.
Oh, yeah, the dopamine hit. We all love that, but usually it's gone so fast.
Right. But apparently, spending on experiences or really high-quality items, well, that can trigger a different kind of dopamine response.
It's like the anticipation you feel when you're saving up for something special. That waiting itself is part of the dopamine hit.
And then when you finally get it, the satisfaction lasts longer. It's not just a quick thrill.
It becomes more than just a purchase, you know? Like imagine finally getting that beautifully crafted bag you've been eyeing. It represents intentionality, good taste.
Oh, I get it. It's like it's imbued with more meaning because you waited, you planned.
Exactly. And actually, there's research backing this up. People who buy fewer but higher quality things, they report being way more satisfied with their purchases overall.
Compared to those who are constantly buying cheap, trendy stuff.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It's about quality over quantity, right?
Absolutely. Okay, so this next one, I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical about.
What's that?
Luxury self-care. I always thought those fancy face masks and bath products were kind of superficial.
I can see that. Like, is it really self-care or just spending money?
Right, but these sources have me rethinking it.
Interesting. Okay, lay it on me.
So there's actually a bunch of research showing that certain routines can impact our well-being in measurable ways. Like one study found that people who used a high-end aromatherapy oil in their nightly routine.
Oh, nice. Like a luxurious bath oil or something.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, they reported 30% less stress the next day.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just about smelling good. It's about actually impacting your mental state.
It's like creating a whole experience, a ritual, to signal to your brain and body that it's time to unwind, de-stress.
I'm into that.
Right. Okay, ready for a weird one?
Hit me.
Enclothed cognition.
I had to Google that one myself.
Me too. But it's actually fascinating.
Okay, so remind me, what was it again?
Basically, what you wear influences your mental state. Like how you perform, even.
You're telling me my lucky socks actually work.
Well, maybe. But think about it. You put on a sharp suit for a presentation.
Oh, okay, I feel that. It's not just about looking professional.
It's about that subconscious confidence boost. You feel powerful, put together.
So your clothes become a tool to kind of step into the best version of yourself.
Exactly. Okay, this next one we all kind of know, but it's always good to have science back it up.
Shoot.
Experiences versus possessions.
Classic debate. So what's the verdict?
Well, there's this Harvard study that basically confirms it. Experiences bring longer-lasting joy.
I mean, that tracks. New gadget excitement fades fast, but a memory from a killer vacation.
A concert you saw with friends that stays with you.
And it shapes you, even after the experience is over, way more than a thing ever could.
Okay, this one really surprised me. Are you ready?
Always.
Spending money on others can actually make you happier than spending it on yourself?
Wait, seriously, like gifting someone something?
Yeah. Even just buying a friend coffee, apparently it triggers endorphins in the giver's brain.
So generosity is its own reward.
It seems that way. It's like our happiness is linked to the well-being of those around us.
I love that. It's like a win-win situation.
Okay, last one for this chunk. And it's about something we often neglect in our go culture.
Ooh, I'm sensing a theme here. Let's hear it.
Indulgent downtime.
Not just a quick nap, you mean?
Nope. Making rest and relaxation a luxurious experience.
So in a world obsessed with productivity, we're talking about splurging on rest. Sounds radical.
But research says it's crucial. One study even found that investing in high-quality bedding and blackout curtains.
Makes sense. Creating that perfect sleep environment.
Well, it led to deeper sleep, more energy, and focus during the day.
It's like we're giving ourselves permission to recharge instead of just pushing through exhaustion.
Okay, one more thing that really hit home for me. Have you ever noticed how much better you feel when you know you look good?
Oh, 100%. A good hair day can make all the difference.
Right. And there's science behind it.
Yeah.
Turns out, enhancing your appearance, whether it's a haircut, makeup, or even just clothes that make you feel good,
Can have a real impact on how you feel, how others see you.
It's not about vanity, it's about that confidence boost.
Projecting your best self outwards.
Exactly. There was even a study where people who got a professional makeover before job interviews.
Ooh, I bet they killed it.
They did. They felt more confident and were more likely to get the job offer.
So investing in your appearance can actually be strategic.
Wow. Okay, let's switch gears to fitness, but with a twist.
I'm all ears.
We're not talking about expensive gyms. We're talking about making exercise itself a treat.
Okay, now you've got me curious. How do you do that?
Well, there's this trend of boutique fitness studios, specialized classes.
Oh, I've heard of those. They sound really fancy.
They can be. But research suggests that this luxurious experience actually motivates people. Like one study found people who took classes emphasizing community and belonging.
So it's not just a workout, it's a social thing too.
They were more likely to stick with it long term. It's about finding a fitness environment that's inspiring, uplifting.
Makes sense. When it feels like a treat, you're more likely to show up.
Now, this last one might sound counterintuitive, but
Go on, I'm listening.
the treat yourself mindset can actually boost your productivity.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, it seems strange. But studies show that creating a work environment you genuinely enjoy.
So like a nice desk setup, maybe some plants, that sort of thing.
Totally. Well, it can significantly impact your focus and motivation.
I can see that. When I'm in a cluttered, boring space, it's way harder to concentrate.
Exactly. And last but not least, we've got to talk about those guilty pleasures.
Oh, everyone has those. The things you kind of feel bad about indulging in.
But secretly brings so much joy, like that expensive latte or that new book you don't need but really want.
Totally. It's a balance, right? You got to be mindful of spending, but sometimes those little things are crucial.
And studies show that allowing yourself a small treat each day can actually boost your overall happiness.
So it's like giving yourself permission to enjoy those little moments without overthinking it.
Exactly. Wow, we covered a lot of ground today, from dopamine to downtime to the power of treating others.
It's really broadened my view on what treating myself can actually mean.
And we've got a ton of practical tips from your sources on how to put all this into action. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with part 2 of our deep dive into treating yourself smarter. Okay, we're back, ready to get into the HOW of treating yourself smarter.
Let's do it. Those sources had some seriously practical tips. One I loved was this idea of a luxury jar.
Oh, a luxury jar. That sounds fun. Like saving up for something special.
Exactly. You designate a jar or even a separate savings account just for those little luxuries you want.
Okay, I'm with you. So it's like every week you put aside a little bit of money.
Yep. $5, $10, whatever works. You're not just saving, you're building anticipation.
Makes it even more rewarding when you finally get to spend it.
It totally takes the guilt out, too, because you know you've been planning for it.
Oh, I like that. Speaking of making things feel special, what about upgrading your daily routines?
Yes. Such an easy way to add a little luxury to everyday life.
Like instead of your usual coffee, maybe treat yourself to a fancy latte from that cute local place.
Exactly. Or swap your basic body wash for something that smells amazing. It's all about those little moments of elevated enjoyment.
It really shifts your perspective, doesn't it? Makes you appreciate the little things more.
Totally. Okay, remember how we talked about experiences being more valuable than things?
Oh yeah, that Harvard study.
Well, one source recommended planning quarterly experiences.
Ooh, I'm already making a list in my head.
Me too. It could be a weekend trip, a concert, a cooking class, anything that gets you excited.
Breaks up the routine, helps prevent burnout.
And creates those lasting memories. Speaking of practical stuff, let's talk about wardrobes.
Ooh, yes. I feel like I could use some help in this department.
Well, one source really emphasized investing in versatile pieces.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly?
It's about moving away from those impulse buys, the fast fashion trends.
And instead, building a collection of high-quality, timeless items.
Exactly. That classic trench coat, the perfect jeans, a beautiful leather bag.
Pieces you can dress up or down that never go out of style.
And make you feel amazing every time you wear them.
So it's about building a wardrobe that reflects your style, not just filling your closet with random stuff.
Exactly. And speaking of feeling good, what about those self-care appointments?
Facials, massages. Ooh, yes, please.
They're not just pampering, they're about taking care of yourself.
And one source suggested booking them regularly, not just when you're stressed out.
Love that. A standing appointment with yourself to relax and recharge.
Okay, this next one I am as on board with. Creating a relaxation corner in your home.
Ah, tell me everything.
I'm picturing cozy blankets, candles, maybe a comfy chair, and a stack of books.
A little sanctuary just for you.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be fancy, just a dedicated space for relaxation.
I love it. Okay, ready for something a little different?
Get me.
How about attending exclusive workshops?
Workshops. Like what kind?
Wine tasting, art classes, cooking demos, even perfume making. So many options.
It's about learning a new skill in a fun environment.
And meeting people who share your interests.
Okay, this one's for those of us who love surprises. Gift yourself a subscription box.
Ooh, subscription boxes are the best.
Right, books, beauty products, snacks. There's literally a box for everything.
It's like a little present to yourself every month.
And for our fitness folks, how about joining a premium fitness class?
We talked about how that luxurious experience can make you more likely to exercise.
So we're talking like a really nice yoga studio, a boutique gym.
Exactly. It's about finding a place that feels inspiring and motivating.
Not just a place to sweat.
Right. And if you're not sure, lots of places offer trial classes or intro packages.
So you can try it out before committing. Okay, last one. One source talked about splurging on tools for growth.
Oh, I like that. What kind of tools?
It could be that high-end planner that helps you stay organized, or maybe an online course to learn a new skill.
It's about investing in yourself and your future.
And sometimes you got to spend money to make money or to grow as a person.
Wow, we've covered so much. From tangible treats to investing in your future self.
What are you feeling most inspired by?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is about being intentional with how we treat ourselves. It's not mindless spending, it's about making choices that align with our values.
And ultimately, creating a life that feels good, inside and out.
Not just surviving, but thriving.
Beautifully said. And there's even more. We have a few final insights to tie everything together.
So stick around for the last part of our deep dive into treating yourself smarter.
And we're back. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired after all that.
Me too. It's amazing how much there is to this whole treat yourself concept.
Right. It's not just about buying stuff. It's like a whole philosophy.
Totally. So before we wrap things up, let's zoom out for a sec.
Okay, big picture time.
Yeah. Why is it so important to treat yourself? What's the core message here?
Good question.
I think at its heart, it's about self-respect. Self-love, even.
Oh, I like that.
It's about recognizing your worth and making choices that show that you deserve good things.
It's like giving yourself permission to enjoy life, to experience pleasure.
Exactly, and to invest in things that bring you joy without feeling guilty about it.
It's about building a life that feels good on the inside and the outside.
Yes, thriving, not just surviving.
Okay, so if someone listening could only take away one thing from this whole deep dive,
what would it be?
yeah, what's the most important message?
I hope they feel empowered. Empowered to prioritize their well-being.
And to see indulgences not as something bad.
But as a way to nourish yourself? Mind, body, soul.
It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's essential.
If you want to show up as your best self, you got to treat yourself well.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Treating yourself isn't just bubble baths and lattes. It's so much bigger.
It's about living a balanced life. Honoring your needs.
Recognizing that you are worthy of joy, of abundance.
You know, this whole conversation got me thinking.
About
What if people started looking at other parts of their life through this lens?
the treat yourself lens.
Yeah, like their work, relationships, personal growth.
Applying that same intentionality, that indulgence to everything.
Exactly. It's a total mindset shift.
Okay, so it's call to action time. What's
Okay.
one small thing our listeners can do this week?
Pick one thing we talked about that resonated. Maybe it's starting that luxury jar.
Or upgrading a daily ritual, making a little relaxation corner.
Whatever feels exciting, A&D doable, and commit to it.
Yeah, one small step. A reminder that you're worth it.
And who knows, maybe that one step will lead to even bigger changes.
It's about taking action, showing yourself that you deserve happiness.
And remember, this is a journey, not a destination.
So true. It's about figuring out what works for you and making it a habit.
Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into treating yourself smarter.
We hope you enjoyed exploring these ideas with us.
And that you feel inspired to create a life that feels luxurious, fulfilling, in big ways, and small.
Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep treating yourself well.
See you next time.